And then here, a marvelous comparison. Our painting, the National Gallery's painting, is on the right, Careless Love, 95, 96, but it's actually on the left as well because it's led a double life. And so it was a painting that you first made in 1989 called Labyrinth. And I wonder if you could talk a little bit about, one, why you decided to change the painting and then how you did it.
I was really trying to develop this idea of the cup physically, and it was coming further and further off the wall, and this was like the last manifestation of it. And I was sort of bouncing off of this painting into this idea, and the painting got, the reason it was called Labyrinth was that I felt like I really got into this sort of tortured place with the piece. Some of the imagery is still in there, like the spoon that comes down through the center of the cup image and out, and then around to the right of the painting and into a sort of opening mouth. So the painting went out of my studio and was seen, and this is kind of like an interesting thing of like the life of a painting, because this isn't the only painting that this has happened to. And nobody except me and Paula really liked it. Like I really felt it was dense and rich and a place I hadn't really gone to before. And usually most of the work that I end up keeping is the work that nobody buys. And so it came back to my studio. Eventually I got really tired of putting it out because they're like, the paintings are really, as much as I always say, after I'm done with the painting and I've had the experience of making it, I don't really care about it anymore. And that's not really true. I sort of hate it when something I care about is sort of gets shoved away into the storeroom. So I took the painting back to my studio, and sometimes I put them away, but sometimes I leave them out. Usually the ones I leave out, I end up cutting up and using in a different way or just throwing them out. This one, I just couldn't bring myself to cut it up. It was like too...
That you didn't.
It just kept, and it kept, talk about dreams, like I actually had dreams about the painting that would be like...
Those dreams again.
So finally, I was at kind of an impasse, waiting for something that Warren hadn't quite finished, and I took the painting down, and I put it up in the studio, and like in this thrilling moment, I thought, I'm in a whole different place with this. I still want this shape, but I want something else in terms of the whole feeling of the painting. So I sanded it down completely, and you can see the sort of changes that I made. The basic structure is still there, but I changed the spoon shape, sanded the spoon shape back so that it was flatter against the form, and changed the way it emerged out of the opening of the cup, and it began to, and then I changed the coloration immediately. I changed the coloration, and it just began to come alive in a whole other way. But I would never ever want to say that this is more meaningful than this. I would die before I do it.